What's up, YouTubians? Gary with VW Jawbreaker. Welcome back. Today, doing something a little different. We're gonna go over a few things. Some things are exciting. Some things are a little depressing, if you will. So let's just dive into it. VDubRun21 was a goal that some of us had put together, mostly Brent from Haptic Garage, to help keep you inspired and motivated to do your project, right? And get it done by the end of 2021. We didn't make it at all. Not even close. My goal was to have it go around the block, right? We're gonna take the Sickxty and we're gonna go around the block. However, little secret, I was not gonna make it a running driving project to go around the block. I was just gonna push it down the road. However, we don't have floor plans. And we're actually getting ready for vacation, coming up to Christmas and all that. So needless to say, I didn't hit my goal this year, but that's okay. That's the depressing part. The good part is we've got a lot done on this car this year. We've got a door fitted. We've got most of the body work done. Got the front end extended. We got the hood latch. We got a lot of work done. It needs very little left on the body before we can go ahead and start either sanding it and clear coating it, or priming it and painting it, or bed lining it, or whatever we're gonna do. Now the inside is gonna get painted. I've got a couple different colors in mind. We've got a couple really cool things that I want to go over also in this video that I'm pretty excited about. One of the things is we've got some boxes to unbox to show you guys some really cool products that's going on Jawbreaker. Some were gifted. That's pretty cool. One of the big ones I paid for, but we're still going to show you because this guy deserves all the credit in the world. So let's get set up. We'll go through that real quick, and we got a couple announcements. All right, guys. So we got a couple boxes to open up real quick. We'll make this quick. Again, I'm real excited for some of this, and I'll show you why. But of course, you guys know VW Jawbreaker and SuperClean teamed up. Some good stuff. We got some giveaways coming up, so stay tuned for that. I think we're gonna save the big one for last. Let's go with this one first. All right, so here we go. We've got two IDF clones from Maxpeeding rods. So here we go. These are actual IDF clone carburetors. If you remember, we did a series a little while back on the 48 IDFs, and these are the 44 IDFs, again coming from Maxpeeding rods. If you go to my website, VDubRun21.com, you can actually see a link for Maxpeeding rods, and also in the description below, it'll actually give you a coupon code, and you can use the VW Jawbreaker for your percentage off at checkout. And that goes for pretty much anything. I know we did the 48 IDFs a while back, and it was kind of my goof up on that, why they didn't work right. Venturis were way too big, and I wasn't about to put bigger Venturis in those carburetors just to be able to run them. My Webers are actually starting to mess up a little bit with the throttle shaft, so we're going to be going to those at some point soon. So thanks to Maxpeeding rods for sending those out for the channel. Next we have, this is very, very exciting. I'm stoked about this. So this is actually a switch panel control system by VoltSwitch. Now this is really, really awesome. So basically you've got some mounts. Oh, look at that. So here is your switch box. Inside this box, you've got everything for all 8 of your circuits, ranging anywhere from, actually they're all 30 amp circuits, but I think it's a max of like 80 or 100 amps that this little box will support. So you can wire this in somewhere. Once that's wired in, is it this one? Yep. here is your little control board. So this we're actually going to mount to the dash. And you've got little labels you can put on them. You can actually program these to be able to be anywhere from momentary to flashing. You can actually change the different colors and whatnot. So I'm really excited about this. We'll definitely get into this a lot more when the time comes, but we're gonna go ahead and get this wired into the Sickxty, and this will be Frenched into the dash, mounted to the dash where the radio is blocked off, so we can actually control everything instead of having so many switches and stuff like that like a Baja would. So real excited about this. And of course in these other packages they actually have like a ball mount, kind of like the RAM mounts, so you can actually mount this multiple different ways in order to customize and whatnot. There's another one for a bigger bracket. You got some tape, and of course it comes with a wiring schematic, zip ties. How can you not go wrong with zip ties? And of course here's just a sample of different labels that it comes with, so you can set them up however you want. So this is a really neat system. I'm really looking forward to putting this in the car. I think it's going to definitely kind of set off the Sickxty a little bit better and kind of set it apart, and it's going to be a little bit more of what I was wanting for it to do. So we'll put this up, and last but not least, we got one more thing to show you. So again, thank you to VoltSwitch for sending this over for the project. I really do appreciate it. All right, last but not least, the big box. Before I get started on this, this is not sponsored. I use my hard-earned cash for this box. I worked with this company. Tell you what, let's just open it and then I'll show you. Check it out. I got me a shirt. I love shirts. That's right. We have ourselves here an awesome transmission built by B&D Performance out of Michigan. Now I actually talked to several different transmission companies, 4 or 5 to be honest with you, and I was trying to find somebody that would actually be able to understand what the Sickxty is, how it was going to be built, how it was going to be driven. And he took the time to actually listen and understand what I was doing and come up with a transmission for my needs. So here we go. We have ourselves a complete custom built Pro Street transmission that needs oil. This has a custom ring and pinion, custom gears in it. It's not, you know, it didn't go like full Weddle gears and all that, but he custom specified this to the size tires, the 2054 out of Jawbreaker. This is set up for this car behind me. This excites me so much. I did ship him this core, and then he built it from there. So it's got the super diff in it, heavy duty side plate covers. It has your welded 3rd and 4th chromoly or heavy duty cross shafts. It's got the heavy duty hockey stick for the gear selector. It's actually got the aluminum nose cone. This thing is set up really well, and again, it's even got the heavy duty input shaft. Bill over at B&D did a fantastic job, again, understanding what I needed and making sure he set this transmission up for success. Now, this is not a one-off. I know other people as well that have worked with Bill from B&D and has had phenomenal success. Phenomenal success with his builds. I can't say enough other than the fact I cannot wait to get this puppy in the car and actually get the thing driving. I'm excited. I'm excited. These things here are really going to make this car what it's going to be. Now, there are a few other things that I'm waiting on that I've paid for that are just kind of behind right now. that are really gonna, again, add to the overall concept here of the Sickxty. So as soon as those come in beginning of next year, I'll make sure I show them with you. So after all that, you may be asking, okay, so where are we at? Well, again, it's the holidays, and we're just gonna focus on the holidays right now and start fresh in January. I think that's the best plan. We've got lots of good stuff sitting here. We've got a car that still needs some work, but we're so much closer to where we were even a couple months ago. So what's my goal for 2022? My goal is, honestly, to get most of this done, hopefully, at least on the road. We may skimp here and there, maybe not fully paint the exterior, maybe not fully go ahead and do interior and things of that nature, but I like to at least get it on the road. And from there, we can finish things up. I think that's the new plan. Let's make it a running driving project. Funny how I normally tell that to people and then I don't take my own advice sometimes. So that's the goal. We're gonna hopefully make this a running driving project by the end of 2022, which means we need to finish up the body work. We need to go ahead and do a complete chassis build. And again, I've got everything sitting there just about for the chassis. I've got brake lines, I've got pans, I've got suspension, steering components. I've got everything just about, front and rear. Brakes, we're doing disc brakes all the way around on this thing, wide 5. I've got everything to do to put that transmission in and refresh the axles and tubes. I think it's going to be good. I really do. But I need your encouragement and your support, because without you guys being here, there's really no point in me being out here in the garage. I mean, granted, yeah, it is therapy time, but it's different. You know what I mean. Y'all's support means the world to me. Also, if you notice, we had the video of Fill My Volkswagen. Thanks to each and every one of you for being supportive over the last year and helping that even be possible. Filling the Volkswagen, giving back to the community, donating to charity, to me, that's a huge, huge thing. If I can inspire just one person to do the same out there, it makes it all worth it. I know there's been a lot of rambling in this, a lot of chit chat in this video, but thank you, seriously, from the bottom of my heart, for being so supportive, being here, being a part of the community, being a friend. It means a lot. You know who you are. So guys, we're pausing for 2021, and we'll pick back up in 2022. I want to wish each and every one of you a very Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year. Be safe, be courteous to one another. Till the next time, be good.